Hey Shugs, let's cake it up a bit. Now, I know that's the way I start all of my reels, and I very rarely do any type of on camera talking or podcast type videos. But you know what? I've been having it on my mind for a while, and I have all my episodes planned, but I've been sitting on them. So, you know what? I've decided that I'm just gonna go. I don't need perfection. My life hasn't been perfect, my life hasn't been without bloopers, and I have a 100% track record of making it through all of those days. So, you know what? I'm gonna roll this reel. I'm gonna tape these podcasts, I'm gonna tape all of my episodes, and if I make a mistake, I'm a self-correct in a moment, but I'm not gonna polish it up trying to pretend like I am perfect, like there's just all glitz and glam, because that's just not the reality of what I'm trying to portray to you. Anyway, today I just want to start by introducing myself. I am Laurenell, and I love reading. I love doing little puzzles. I love silence. I like creating with my hands. I don't like to be forced to do it. I like to impulsively get up and create with my hands. And I think that has led to me being able to do crafts, and also me being a cake artist. Now, cake artistry did not start out of just a sheer want or a desire. It actually started with a need. I needed some money. I knew I could bake, and I started baking. And it sold. Sheer taste alone, because there was no artistry involved. But once my people got to the point where they loved the way that it tasted and they were coming back for that, I decided, you know, I could probably take this a step further. And so I started to watch videos and follow people who were actual cake artists. I mean, I was like glued to the cake boards. I started to read. I read countless blogs and editorials. I joined groups. I watched videos. I conferenced with people. I paid for tutorials, and I built the cake artist that I am today. Now, and it was fun. And the reason why I use the word was, and not that it's not fun, but I'm gonna explain that, either today, a little bit later, or just at another time. But it was fun at first because I was just exploring so many different things for the sheer joy of making it, just to see how it would turn out and to see the look on people's faces. But then, people started to be more interested. I started posting them. I got out of my shell. I came out from under my rock, and I started posting those things, and you know what? People liked them. And somewhere along the line, I got better and better. And I kind of forgot that. You know what? Up until this very moment, I forgot that I posted my stuff in its roughness, like in its first draft sort of state. And people liked it. And over time, I got better. That's a whole word for me, but I don't know if y'all caught that, but that's a whole word for me. We'll talk about that, because I hold on to things. Like, I think I'm waiting for them to get better, or I'm comparing myself, or I have all of these lists and checklists, and I have everything ready to go, but I never push go. And I need to realize, I need to take it back to the basics, where I just post it in its roughness, if that's what I have, and allow people to like that, and allow myself to get better. Yeah, that's what I need. I need to allow myself to get better, as opposed to forcing myself to do that, or forcing myself to already be in a space of the perceived better. So anyway, that's who I am. Now, aside from that, I am a mother of one son, and I have a stepdaughter, so that makes me the mother of two. I have a lovely daughter-in-law. I'm about to be a grandmother for the first time. I am a teacher. I teach 5th grade Sugar Lumps ELA. I've been doing that for a while. I love it. I do not plan to stop doing it. I make cakes. And I do plan to stop doing that in the way that I'm doing it, but never will I stop creating. I'm also looking into doing a little bit more behind the scenes as it relates to my cake business, and hopefully seeing how that takes off. Now, with that being said, I want to talk today about the perceived better. I want to talk about that because the perceived idea of something must be better than what it actually is. And and things should be, if that's what you so desire, that things will be better than what they are. However, should that become the sole focus? Like, should you be so focused on things being better that you cannot stop and smell the beautiful roses that you have growing all around you, and you cannot show appreciation for what it is that you do have? That you are so focused on the better that they, and we're gonna talk about the infamous they, have set the bar as that you are just denying what you have as being good, and also running people around you crazy with it, like, and running yourself crazy with it, like not even slowing down, enjoying the moments. Like, can you imagine? No, you can't imagine, especially if you're young. But I couldn't imagine then always thinking about what could be better. And then I get to my now and I look back at all the time I wasted. I could not imagine the amount of time that I would waste and the amount of regret that I would feel in my stagnation trying to get to this better place when I had some sweetness going on. And I'm sure that had I stopped to take notice of all the beauty that was around me, and don't get me wrong, I didn't ignore everything, but there's quite a few things that I did ignore. But had I not done that, I shudder to think about what could be right now. But anyway, y'all, don't be that person. Take a moment and just kind of look around you. Pay attention to what you have. Be thankful because it could be gone, or you could lose it. You could run it away. Take appreciation for what you have, because sometimes ignoring it or taking it for granted is really the barrier between you getting the more and the better that you desire. Like, why would the universe grant you more when you can't even be satisfied with the universe has already put before you and laid at your feet? Like, I feel like you're undeserving, and that's just a feeling. That's just my opinion. But feelings are real, and I do think that what you put out, like, is what you get, or it stagnates what you get, or it holds it up. Like, I'm putting out dissatisfaction. I am putting out ungratefulness. I am putting out that I am looking over things. Like, I do not appreciate what I see, what I have, what's before me. And so, universe, slow down. Slow down, universe, because that's what those actions tell the universe. Slow down, because what you've given me, I can't handle it yet. So hold off on the bigger and the better. Is that what you want to do? Or have you not even thought about it in that way? So anyway, sure, that's enough caking for the day, because guess what? My brain and my mind can go on and on and on. And I did not sit down and put this together. I am going to be a little bit more structured, or at least I'm going to try. Because like I said, my life hasn't always been structured, and I've made it through. Now, I may not look like a success to some people, but I feel like 100%, I am a 100% success rate I have a 100% success rate of making it through all of my rough, tough, drop down, falling down, out of order days. And here I stand to prove that.